Alrighty, so I just got this puzzle, and I thought it looked pretty cool, so I decided to go ahead and build it in real life, and then build it in Minecraft. This is the box of the puzzle, and then this right here is the puzzle that I actually built completed. So now we're gonna go ahead and rebuild this city in Minecraft. So the first thing that we're gonna do to our Minecraft city is make the island, which I did with World Painter, and now I'm gonna go ahead and begin placing the outlines of the buildings. Now, as you can see, this puzzle has some very complicated buildings. I'm not gonna be able to make it look 100% like the puzzle, but I'm just doing the best that I can here. So, as you can see, I put the outline for the big tower at the top, and now I'm working on the buildings at the bottom. Making the outlines is pretty challenging though, because the terrain is very hilly, and there's also a lot of trees. So basically every building that I make, I have to cut down like 10 trees, it seems like. But we are slowly but surely getting all of the outlines done right here for the bottom buildings. And I will say that if you're looking at the puzzle compared to the Minecraft build, the bottom half is definitely going to be more accurate than the top half of the buildings. And you'll see what I mean here in a second. So I am just going to go ahead and finish putting all of these outlines in right here. And now that the bottom outlines are finished, it's time to do the top outlines. So I'm just going to put some buildings up here. And like I said, the top buildings are really small and, kind of hard to tell on the puzzle. So I'm just, making it look similar to the puzzle here. In case I didn't say it already, the name for this city is Krystavica. So just a little tidbit there. But we are going to go ahead and continue building the outline of the city. I'm pretty sure that we are almost done with the outline. And there we go. Now we're going to go ahead and actually just begin building the rest of the building. So now we have all the outlines in place, we can just pretty much add the windows and the roof and the floors and other details like that to the city. So there are no interiors to these buildings, but I do have like the floors done and like the stairs done. So I did want to go ahead and at least do that part for each of the buildings. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is build kind of like the road that goes on the bottom. So as you can see, the road is just going to run along the ocean here, and I do have to build a little wall there. And all these buildings down here at the bottom are, pretty similar as far as like the style of them. And it's just a very nice looking city overall on the puzzle, and I'm really beginning to see it take shape as I'm building it in Minecraft, and realize that this is going to be a pretty nice looking city in Minecraft too. Just the way that the puzzle was set up and the way that I was able to make the terrain really allows me to actually like kind of recreate this. So now I'm gonna add this road in right here next to the dock. There was like a parking lot, but I ultimately didn't really have the room for that in the puzzle, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. I am gonna build this other building right here, and I found this building pretty cool. Same with the one that I'm about to build right next to it. So there you go, that one is done. And now this building is pretty cool. The roof design especially, I found pretty interesting here. So we are just gonna like make it with the doors and all that, and now I have to build the roof. And the way the roof is angled, and the fact that I have it on a diagonal slant, this is definitely a difficult building to make right here. But now the bottom is done, so we are moving on to the top. We have the main tower that I'm going to build first, and this does take me a few tries before I get it looking to where I want it. I mean, ultimately, I still think I could have done a better job on the tower. If there's anything that I could have probably improved on, it probably would be the tower, but it is done. And now I'm going to build all of the other houses along this top ridge here of the island. And it's pretty cool for these buildings on the top, especially the tower, because you can look out and see the entire city from here. So I am going to build this road thing down here, and this road is not really in the puzzle. You couldn't really see a road in the puzzle, but you can in my Minecraft world here. And this is a pretty big road, and it's a pretty it doesn't really look that nice with all the walls, so I am going to take some greenery and try to cover it up. And I did the same thing with the wall that kind of for the road down by the ocean. And that part wasn't in the actual puzzle, but I had to add it because it made it look nicer in the Minecraft build. We are already almost done building all the buildings at this point though. I'm pretty sure there's only like one left, and boom, there we go. So all the buildings are complete, and now what we have to do is go in and add all the street lights. And you really can't see this that well. I should have made the time midnight for this part so you can see all the lights getting added into the city. Now we're going to go ahead and deal with these rocks here, because if you saw the puzzle, that I built, the rocks are a huge part of the puzzle, and these rocks I try to make look similar as well. I'm going to try out several different boats. Ultimately, I'm going to go with the smaller boats. The yachts that I have were just too big. Again, these boats are not identical to the boats in the puzzle, but, you know. And finally, I forgot this before, but I have to add in the soccer stadium, football everywhere else in the world besides the United States. But yeah, here we go. We are going to go ahead and build this part in right here and have a little dock. And there's jet skis all around. Now it's time for the showcase. We're going to fly around the outside of the city right here. Just kind of doing like a panoramic view of it. Go back down here to the soccer field. Like I was saying earlier, they're all the jet skis for when the ball goes out of bounds. To get the ball in the water. And we're going to just fly around this side right here. And now we're going to kind of go a little bit deeper into the city, kind of going along the streets. So here we go, we're going to fly in right here. Just so you can get that view. We're going to just take a look at all of these houses right here. And then we're going to zoom back out a little bit, and then ultimately kind of go up this road right here and then fly up to these buildings on the top part. And I should have said this earlier, but this build is going to be available on my Patreon. Link will be in the description if you want to download it. We're going to set the time to midnight and give you a night view. I did add some cool lights in the water to make it look like the puzzle. And then you can also see the lights, like the lanterns I was adding earlier. So we're just going to fly in through here, kind of giving you another view of the top area right here until we zoom back out. And this is what it looks like in broad daylight. Of course, to make it look like a puzzle though, the dusk definitely looks the best. And we're going to go back to dusk for the final shot. And that is it. So thank you. Earlier, if you do want to download this build, you can get it on my Patreon for only $5 a month. Thank you for watching and have a great day.